what's up, Universe? Y'all know exactly who it is. It's your girl, Brownie619, and for tonight's 30-minute meal is going to be some pepper sausage hot dogs. So, or pepper dogs. I don't know. Or we can call it a spring vegetable sausage dog. Spring vegetable Polish sausage dog. So anyway, I don't know. Y'all figure whatever the hell you want to call it. But today I am going to be using Polish sausage dogs by Farmer John. I actually like the smoked sausage. I don't know how I chose these, but I guess this is what we're going to be using today. Okay. I also already chopped up a beautiful blend of green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and some sweet onion. Okay. Now normally I add one more kind of chile because I do like a little spice to mine. I normally add pasilla chile, but I forgot to get pasilla chile. So it's just going to be a very savory pepper dog today. I also opted this time to get some baby Bella mushrooms. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and dump those in when it comes time to make my dogs. I mean my vegetable blend. But right now, on my glass cutting board, I'm going to take the sausage and I'm going to slice this sausage kind of down the middle, but not totally, just enough to open it up, not totally tearing it up. And then I'm going to score the outside of it. Okay, I already have my oven, my stove. I already have my stove kind of going. It's on the medium. Okay, and I'm going to do, there's only 8 of them that comes in this pack. It used to come 12 in a pack, but I guess they started seeing how people really like them, so they decided, oh no, let's keep them the same price, but let's take 4 of them out. So I typically don't buy these ones anymore unless they're on sale. But other than that, I normally use my applewood bacon sausage that I get from Bar M. They're always on sale for $5. So, and they taste bomb too. So with these, I know some people like to boil these, and that's fine, but I wanted to get a little bit of a char on mine, because I think char adds flavor to a hot link or to a sausage dog. And I love that caramelization that it puts off when you put it inside of a nice skillet or some oil. So I'm going to finish scoring these, and then I'm going to show you what they look like inside of my pan. Some people don't like to score their dogs because they want to keep all the juice in. But for me, all I want is when I bite into it, I want some juice, but I want more of a snap. Okay? So, let me turn you around here. I got my links, my sausage cooking. What? What you mean I'm just gonna leave it? I ain't seen no mosquito. So if you see it, kill it. Dude, you and Shardasia the one left the door open. Outside talking to Miss Sharon or whatever her name is. So don't come in here talking about what I left. I didn't bring it in here. So since you brought it, you kill it. It's just living and it eats mosquitoes. So this is garlic. I got these in a little pack. You guys have seen them before. They come already kind of pre-packaged. This is it. Peeled garlic, premium. You see how they come individually packaged so that they don't go bad? I love that. Okay. When you got big old hair like mine and it's down, because every time you think it's in your hair, okay? So you see the color on those? That's what I like, okay? I love that. Always make sure you have a cutting board for your vegetables. This is a wooden one for the vegetables. I'll use this solely and strictly for my vegetables because wood is porous and you don't want any blood or anything like that seeping down into your wood. So just use a wooden one for vegetables and use a glass one for any of your meats, okay? Now I'm going to turn this fire down some and I'm going to toss my vegetables in there. I'm also going to toss my garlic. And I'm going to toss my mushrooms. Now, I already took the liberty to go ahead and make the kitties some curly fries because, you know, kids love fries. So, even if they don't want to eat the sausage dog, with the peppers, you can just go ahead and make them a regular hot dog if you like, with some curly fries or some tater tots. So we're just going to cook this down. We're going to sweat this down. Make sure you turn your vent on to suck out some of this smoke as you're sauteing your sausages and your peppers. Now, as you saute these sausages and peppers, they will, sometimes it can make your eyes burn a little bit, you know, because they are peppers and it's bringing out this aroma and it's bringing out that little bit of spice that's in the skin and in the meat of the peppers. So it gets in your eyes a little bit. But once you taste the dog, it's going to all be worth it. So I got that mixed up nicely. I'm going to take a little bit of kosher salt. That's also going to help it sweat down a little bit, but I just take a little bit of kosher salt just in case, you know, you want to just eat these peppers by themselves. I don't need no onion powder. I really don't need no garlic powder either, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. Why not? Onion powder. Okay. So the white one I have was garlic powder, and this is a little onion powder. And then I'm going to find my Mrs. Dash. Okay. Sprinkle some of that on. And then I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat back up to medium so it can get sauteing real nicely. So the things that I'm going to be putting, well, see, it's already starting to sweat down nice. Just turn that heat up a little bit now that you got a little bit of liquid in the bottom of the pan. This way, you know, we know it's not burning anything. You got juices and flavors down in the bottom that come from the sausage and the oil, and now you got the peppers and the onions and the mushrooms sweating down, so it's creating a little liquid under there to keep these nicely moistened. I like mine sweated down quite a bit because I don't like fighting with my food. So as long as I keep these sweated down a little bit, when I bite into my sausage, it's going to be super easy to get through these peppers and my sausage dog without a hitch. So I'm going to turn this up to a medium now, just to really get it going, mix those flavors around. That should take no more than about another 7 minutes, and we'll come back for the assemble. Alright, so now our peppers are sweated down. We want to go ahead and return these back to our container, because this also is going to be the container that I keep these in. When I refrigerate them. Let's get into it. Let's assemble this dog. So on my dog, I like mayo on my dog. I just don't like a dry dog at all. So I just got some Kroger olive oil mayo. I try not to spend excess amount of money on things that I feel are created equal. So, I mean, if they would have had this one in Best Foods, I probably would have got it, but they didn't. So I just went ahead and got this one, made by Kroger. I feel like it's the same thing. So assembling the dog. I don't like to toast my bun because I like to squeeze my bun, and I like for my bun to hold everything inside of it. I just want it nice and soft and pliable, okay? So I'm going to take some mayo. Now you can do your bun how you want to do your bun, but this is how I'm going to do my bun. You understand me? So I'm going to take some mayo. Now I love cheese on the bottom because I feel like it holds things together. So I just have some regular Mexican style blend cheese. And I'm going to lay that right down. Right down in the middle of my bun. Okay. Then I'm going to take me a nice sausage dog. Okay. And I'm going to lay it on top, open face, just like this. Okay. I'm going to take this that I just put in my pan and make sure just add that juice in there so it can have a little juice in there to keep my onions and stuff hydrated. So then, this is where I'm going to take my onions. Actually, I think I might do one more layer of cheese because my vegetable blend is piping hot. So I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to go ahead and add me a nice heaping spoon full of these peppers. Okay. Then I'm going to take, you can add mayo, you can add mustard or ketchup, whatever you like. I just like a little mustard. And then I like to top mine off with a little freshness. Some of the same stuff. Almost. But this one has tomatoes, tomate, jalapeno, and onion, and cilantro. And I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to put some of that right on the top. Just for freshness. And voila, there you have it. Take you a few fries. I don't really be eating these fries, but take you a few fries, and here you go. A beautiful pepper dog. Now let's see if it tastes as good as I think it does. Always make sure you cover your stuff up. And see, after, if you put everything inside of a container that you can just store away, you know, once you take it out and you're done with it, your cleanup is already so minimal. It's done. All you have to do at this point is just clean the pan that you sauteed everything in. That was one pan. Cook everything in one pan. That was silly. So, now that that's together, Let's see if it's as good as it tastes. I mean, let's see if it's as good as it looks. Okay? Alright. So, we always want to give thanks. And let's get into it. Let's see. Now, fries is good. You can even throw some of these fries on top of here. Call it the kitchen sink. Or call it the adult's playground. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. This ain't about to make no sense. You might have to pull your hair back for this. You gotta... That Polish sausage, y'all, got some flavor to it. It's nice. Nice crunch on the outside, cooked thoroughly through. Got the cheese, you got some of that moistness from that mayo. I tell you all the time, don't judge me. The sweetness of those peppers and that onion, that garlic, beautiful hints of garlic. Oh my gosh. That mustard gives it a little bit of acidity that you kind of need to cut through some of that richness. You got a nice little pop of heat from the jalapeno. A little bit more acidity from that tomato that was in the pico de gallo. Cooking these peppers down gives it a smokiness too, especially when you cook it with that little bit of char from the sausage. Another reason why I really like sauteing or frying my links are because you don't have to fight with that skin. You know, it cooks that skin so perfectly. You bite right into it and snap it right apart. You don't got to do all the tugging, and the skin is, you know what I'm saying, dangling and preventing you from really being able to enjoy your hot link. You know, when the dog is little, you trying to scrape up all the stuff that fell off and put it back on there. That tastes exactly as like I thought it would. It sure do. Imagine if you stuck some bacon on the sides of that. How you a real TJ hot dog, okay? Mmm. When your food is everywhere, because it knows it's so good, it wants to share with everything. You just got to roll your sleeves up, put you a hair tie on, and get busy, okay? This is not first date dinner, okay? This right here is married with children dinner, okay? Y'all don't see all each other ugly. Y'all don't got on each other's nerves. Okay. Mm. Mm. That is not for the faint of heart, okay? That, and all you need is one. Literally, if you eat two of these, you just being greedy. For real, for real. Mmm. I'm trying to get all of the things that I want to eat out the way before I go back vegetarian. I literally used to be a vegetarian for a long time, but something that used to bother me a lot is I used to get sick a lot. I used to stay with a cold. And I think that's because at that time, I just didn't like the flavor of meat. So I was not eating it, not realizing that I had to replace the vitamins and the nutrients that meat was providing me with some form of supplement or being able to get it from some other vegetable or fruit or something like that. But I know more now than I did back then because I wasn't doing it to try to be on no bandwagon or keep up with no Joneses. At that time, I was out in the streets. And anybody know what it's like being in the streets hustling and grinding? You get out there and flip a little, you get you enough to get, you get you enough, make sure you get you enough off top to get yourself a room for the night. You go get yourself a room for the night, then you work all day. When you're living that kind of lifestyle, though, you don't get nutritional meals. So everything is, stop and go at the stop and go or at the Foster Freeze or at the McDonald's or at the Jack in the Box or at the whatever, Man, I ate so much fast food during that time, man. The smell of meat would make me sick. Like, I just start, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't take the smell. I couldn't take the taste. I could taste if they cooked my bread or my bun or my egg next to a piece of meat. I could taste it on my tongue. So anyway, long story short, when I got back to living with my grandfather, I still was a vegetarian for a long time, but he didn't cook nothing but meat. But it was home cooked food, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, eventually, I think what sparked it is that one day I saw a young homeboy of mine, and I'm older than him, you know, so back then, you know, they tend to kind of look up to us as like the big homies, the big homegirls, you know. And I saw him on the street one day, and he was like, "Dang, B," he was like, you look hungry." And I was like, "What?" I look hungry, you know what I'm saying? And I was, and then I was like, dang, maybe I do look hungry. I'm like, man, this wind is out here blowing. We must have like some Santa Ana winds or something going. And it was hard for me to stand up because I was so skinny. Like, it was hard. Like, that wind was just tossing me to and fro. And I was like, oh, you know what? He showed right. I'm out here thinking I look good. And he like, nah, baby, that ain't it. You better go get you a sandwich. So I went and got me a sandwich from my grandpa. And then I just got back slowly but surely eating meat ever since then. Try to be very particular about what kind of meat I eat or how I eat meat. You know what I'm saying? Or how much I eat meat. But I still do eat meat. So, but after a while though, I'm about to get rid of that right there. Just because it's not really a necessity to me. But I do enjoy it right now. So I'm trying to get all these things that I like to eat and put them on camera and show y'all. You know, they do taste good. You know what I'm saying? I don't think if I am a vegetarian that I would be like, oh, I just don't like meat no more or don't like the taste, because that's just not where I'm at right now. So, you know, right now, this is where it's at. So y'all try it out. Trust me. Y'all see I didn't measure no measurements. I just sprinkled on top until it was evenly coated. You know what I'm saying? And that's good enough for me. So that should be good enough for y'all too. And until next time, bye, universe.
Bye.
That's it? It didn't even focus you. So bye, universe.
Bye, universe.
Bye, universe.
Bye, universe. Bye, bye.